Hello everybody, today we are looking again into our calculator that we are making with ImGui. And so far we got to this point here that we can open our own window, and I just put a button in here that can count up as long we click on it. And how I got to this point I will show in this video, and yeah, let's start it. First, I had to find the place where I have to implement my code. And as you can see, I have written here, here comes my code. And I have made a namespace, my calculator. It's like something like a class, and this is the function that I have created for it, render UI. And there's for some reason an error, but it works completely fine. When I run it, it works completely fine. And how could I find this place? Here I have another example open with the whole ImGui, with the demo version as well, and here is the whole demo inside. And as you can see, directly under this started here GUI frame, I implemented my function, and here I basically deleted all that because that's the whole program that we write, and replaced with my function that I've inserted. And that's basically all you have to do. And after that you can start making your program inside this function. And to create this function I had to make an header file. We just called it namespace, my calculator, just very basic, so we can just name it my calculator here and say we name it render UI. It has no return value, and then we can actually put them to my application and put the namespace here, my calculator, include the library for ImGui that we can use all the commands, and include also the application.h for the header file, that we can use the header file application.h that we named here. And very important also, we have to include it in our main loop so we can get access to the namespace my calculator, and we do that by including our header file at the inclusions in the main CPP. And you just put include application headers, and that's basically all. And then your CPP that you want in where you want to write your application is ready to work with. And now you can already put in all the stuff that you want. And I open it quickly that it is a little bit easier to explain. And here we have our GUI that we have created here in this little code. First, we have a static integer. We just use them for our button down here that we can have a counter. But to first initialize it, we have the ImGui begin. My calculator, yes, we name it my calculator, and then it opens this little window here, and we can do basically everything with that we want. And it is all in ImGui. We don't really have to do more. And then we can create a button, for example, and we just call it add one, and we can count +1, and then at the same line that we can put it in the same line after it, we put our next command, the text. Then we say we want to say counter equals to the %d. This just makes that the value that we enter after can be added to the text, and then we basically end the program and it's all set. And now we might wonder what other placeholders like the %d there are, and I have a little list here because I wondered as well. And here you have a list for you that you can see all the things. There are just integer the one we have with a D, a U for unsigned integer, and um, everything with strings and pointers and other uh, placeholders that you wish to have in your program, and you just use them. And for example, we have here the U. For an unsigned decimal integer, we could use them as well. This is just a smaller number. It goes around 32,000, but it's good for us. We could also use the U for our example, and we can still count up to around 32,000. And now we want to know, how can we implement stuff without knowing the code that we want to use for it. And this is so easy in ImGui. And first we quickly include the ImGui show demo window, because all the examples are in here. We quickly copy that and paste it in here, and we make the function out of it and make a semicolon so it works, and then we can open it. And in here, as you could see, we also already opened them, and you have all the things you could wish for that is available in the ImGui. And just for example, we want to add a text that is, for example, colorful, and we have here pink and yellow, for example. And we want to find out now, how can we do that? And it is so simple. You can just go to the ImGui demo, and I've already searched for it, but if we go a little bit on another place and we search for it again, we search for colorful, and here we have our colorful text. And here is the template for everything. And we take the pink one, and we can copy that and paste it in our program. And as you can see, when we paste it here, we have this in here, and we can whatever we want. Here, yeah, we just leave it on pink, and when we start it, it works. And here, pink. And you can do that with everything you want and just implement it. And with that made, we can build our calculator with this GUI. And this is not for this episode. I will do that in the next one. But for today, this is all I have to say. And I hope you learned something or enjoyed watching it. And with that, I say bye.